What makes Anthony Edwards the potential face of the NBA? And what are the things Ant-Man does well on the court? In today's video, we will be breaking down on what separates Anthony Edwards from the pack of great and young upcoming players in the NBA. And guys, I see about 90% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. So, help your boy out and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button so you guys won't miss out on my future videos, as I will be making videos for you guys every week. And now, let's get to this video. The obvious thing that stands out from Anthony Edwards' game is his athleticism. This God-given ability allows him to score with ease and allows him to defend the best scorers around the world. Now, I did not say he can stop them, because at the highest level of basketball, it's impossible to stop the greatest scorers in the game. I know some of you guys in the comment section are going to call me out on that, so I just wanted to make sure and clarify that, because some of y'all are savages in the comment section, man. But Anthony Edwards can definitely make an impact defensively and slow the best scorers down with his athleticism alone. Since we're already talking about the boring stuff, which is defense, let's start with breaking down his defensive game and how he can impact the game defensively. A great example of his athleticism defensively. As for the most part, majority of the NBA players in this situation wouldn't be able to recover, as the offensive player successfully misdirected Edwards on display, but because of his athleticism, he was able to recover and block the layup. Defensively, Anthony Edwards is not the type of player that you want to meet at the rim, even if you have a clear path to the basket. Like this offensive player did, Edwards was still able to block this layup attempt. Like I mentioned earlier, Anthony Edwards is able to defend the top scorers around the world. On display, Edwards was able to stay in front of Jason Tatum. After a series of dribble moves, Edwards was able to stay in front of Tatum and made this shot very difficult, which Tatum missed. In the same game, a couple of possessions later, Edwards was able to stop Jason Tatum again, but this time forcing a jump ball late in the game. Not a lot of players around the world can do this to Jason Tatum. On this position, Edwards got caught by an off-ball screen, which allowed his man to have a head start on him, and again, because of his athleticism, he was able to recover with no problem and block the shot easily. The amount of effort Edwards puts on defense is quite unusual for someone his status. Like, man, we all know that majority of the league do not want to play defense, especially the superstars in the league. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of these players are there strictly just to play offense. Comment down below and name these players that has zero desire to play defense. There's a big difference between a player capable of playing defense and choosing not to play defense. And there's just some players out there that are just not as gifted athletically to keep up and play defense in the league. Anthony Edwards, on the other hand, is both. He's very much capable of playing defense because of his athleticism, and he also wants to play defense and slow the best scorer down in the other team. But all in all, defense comes down to who wants to put the effort into it, no matter what your capabilities are physically. And Anthony Edwards definitely puts a lot of effort into defense. And now, let's get to the fun stuff. Anthony Edwards' offensive game. Anthony Edwards' offensive game is still developing. Offensively, he's probably still in the 40% mark, as he's only 22 years old, which is very scary. A lot of people has compared him to Michael Jordan, as there's a lot of similarities between both of them. Edwards' athleticism is right up there if you compare him to the rest of the league. This is a great example on how athletic Anthony Edwards is, as he basically took off outside the paint for a dunk. Now, not a lot of people around the world that can just do this. Now, forget about the NBA. I'm talking about worldwide. Only a few are gifted with this type of athleticism. If this play doesn't remind you of anyone, then I don't know what to tell you. The only thing that's missing on this clip is Edwards' tongue hanging. Pause. It's funny how everything's a pause nowadays. But these type of plays are what keeps on reminding people why he's very similar to Michael Jordan. Even with his defenders sagging, forcing him to shoot, Edwards is still able to beat him off the dribble and attack the lane for an easy dunk. Even the help side defenders didn't want anything to do with it. Being athletic is one thing, but being athletic and being acrobatic at the same time is another thing, as what you can see on this clip Edwards isn't just a one-way athlete when it comes to his athleticism, as he's able to adapt mid-air for a layup and adjust based on the defense. Let's move on to his shooting game. As athletic as Anthony Edwards is, he is also a good shooter. He's already shooting 36% from the three-point line and 46% on his overall shooting percentage. At only 22 years old, those are pretty impressive percentage at his age and for someone this athletic as well. Before he's 25 years old, I believe that he can bump that up from 46% to 50% on his field goal made, and his three-point percentage can easily go up to 40% or more, which will put him as an elite three-point shooter in the league. Anthony Edwards is full of potential. I don't even know if this dude knows what he's capable of. This man out here is just straight balling, and his basketball IQ hasn't even caught up with his physical abilities yet, man. Like, yo, can you imagine when he's at least 80% of who he can really be? Like, damn, like, this dude is really about to take over the league, man. If he's able to shoot the ball at 55% field goal wise and 40% three-point wise, Adam Silver might as well push LeBron out and them out of the league, man. They gotta make space for him because he's about a year or two removed from those type of numbers. And when he does, whew, the league is his, yo. But what about you guys? What do you guys think about Anthony Edwards' future in the league? Does he have a bright future, or is he just gonna be one of those busts and full of hype? Comment down below and share your opinion, and let's make this a conversation. And if you haven't done so, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And we will see you on the next video.